Nutty Sports Gamer here. We are wrapping up the 1989 season in this episode of the 40-year sim. I believe this is episode 47. So we're going to wrap things up for the 89 season with this episode, and then the playoffs and the finals. And then we're on to the 90s. Can you believe it? We're almost there. And hey, listen. It's January 31st at this point. There's a lot we have to cover in this episode. So let's get into some post All-Star game highlights. The first game up is a match between the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trailblazers, two very good teams. Portland, one of the top three teams in the West, and the Hawks are a top four, top five team in the East. Let's go. 112 all is a score and a missed dunk by Dominique Wilkins. Starts things off. The highlights don't start off with a bang. I guess they kind of do, but not the bang that the Hawks would have wanted. And Drexler's handling the ball with just over 2 minutes left. Pass to Buck Williams is going to lead to, not Buck Williams, who's that, Clark Kellogg? Nope, it's Kenny Carr. I was wrong 2 times. Kenny Carr makes one free throw, misses one, and Hawks ball. Mark Jackson passing it to Dominique. Misses that bucket. Kenny Carr gets the rebound. Haven't really seen Kenny Carr at all this season until now. Interesting to see him out there at this point in his career. Clark Kellogg receives the pass from Terry Porter, who passes it out back to Porter. Now Trexler has the ball, and he makes the shot. 115-112 ensuing Blazers possession. Clark Kellogg with the fadeaway jumper. He misses. Buck Williams can't get the putback to fall. Hawks ball. Can the Hawks tie things with less than a minute left to go? Wilkins can't make that shot. Portland gets the rebound, and they have a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Let's see if they can do that. Terry Porter passing it to Clark Kellogg, who gets it to Buck Williams in the paint, and Buck gets a bucket. 30 seconds left to go. Here's a jump shot, miss, and that is that one. 21-14 is the final score. Clark Kellogg at 22 points, leading the Blazers in this game. He's really coming along. He's 27 years old, and I feel like this is the best he's played in a while. I think that trade from Indiana to Portland is really working out for him. So that's good. In real life, Clark Kellogg had some injuries, and he was out of the league by now. So it's nice to see him have a second life on the Trailblazers. Here's the standings. If you watched the last video, it's pretty much the same. Not much has changed since the last video, but here are the standings. Bullets, Knicks, Pistons, Celtics, Hawks, Sixers, Cavaliers, Pacers. I believe the Sixers were the 7th seed last time, and now they swap places with the Cavaliers. The Pacers are 500 right now. They've lost 2 in a row. The Bulls are even worse. They're 6 games under 500, and they've also lost 2 in a row. So yeah, this is cooking up. Something interesting is cooking up here in the East. The Bucks, the Bulls are on the outside looking in right now. And yeah, and we got the Clippers, the Rockets 34-14, the Lakers 30-13, Blazers 29-14, the Kings 26-17, Mavericks 26-17, Warriors 25-21, and of course the Clippers and Jazz rounding out the West playoff picture. Very interesting, the Rockets being a 1 seed at this point, pretty not too late in the game. A lot of things could change. The top 3 is very close. It's neck and neck. So we can't make any firm, solid predictions yet. But there's a bucket there for the Hawks, and we are watching the Hawks versus the Chicago Bulls now. Michael Jordan attempts a 3-pointer, misses. Rebound Hawks. 5-point lead for the Hawks with just over 4 minutes to go. We are in Chicago. A dunk there by Mitchell makes it a 7-point game. Scottie Pippen handling the ball. Attempts to long 2. It is no good. And this game is already feeling like it's slipping away from Chicago as Mark Jackson makes that bucket. 102.93. Can the Bulls buy a basket? Scottie Pippen does make that shot. Nice to see Scottie Pippen out there late in games as opposed to Eddie Johnson. And Dominique Wilkins is going to make that basket. Back to a 9-point game. Darrell Walker to Pippen. You know, you have the best player in the league out there in the court, but Pippen wants to take it himself. And that's not great. Pass it to Michael Jordan, maybe? I don't know. That's just a thought. Just a thought. 2.5 left to go. And the Hawks, what will they decide to do? Mark Jackson has the ball. He's trying. He passes it to Mitchell, who makes the basket. And that's going to be the end of this game. Not too exciting. 115-104 is the final score. Michael Jordan had 25 points. Eddie Johnson had 15. Dominique had 26. And that is that game. So the Hawks, listen, the Hawks looking good. The Bulls, what's happening there, right? They are in uh-oh city. Why not see some more Hawks? I'm really, we haven't really seen that much Hawks this year, and they're getting quite good. So let's watch them against the Celtics as Roy Tarplin makes that basket. 105-104 is the score. We are at the Omni. There's a foul. Larry Bird fouls Dominique Wilkins, who misses the first free throw, but makes the second. Tie game at 105. There's a three-point miss by Danny Ainge. Roy Tarplin gets the putback. 107-105 Boston. Rolando Blackman at the baseline makes that shot. Back to a tie game. Dennis Johnson to Danny Ainge. Let's see what he decides to do. He passes to Larry Bird, who posts up his defender, Dominique Wilkins, and makes that basket. 2-point game now. Celtics got in the next possession. Larry Bird misses that shot, and Kevin Willis emphatically gets that rebound. I like that word, emphatically. Blackman with that shot. Back to a tie game. Are we going to get it overtime? A wild finish. Let's see. Robert Parrish, the Chief, makes that basket. Blackman is going to pull up for the jumper. Drain the J. And here we go. It's going to come down to the final shot here. Danny Ainge gets the pass. And let's see if is he going to take the final shot? Is it all going to come down to him? Let's see what he just decides to do here. Passes to Parrish, who misses. And we are going into overtime. Interesting stuff. Danny Ainge pulling up for the jumper. He sinks it. Celtics gain the lead early in overtime. Dennis Johnson wants a piece of that. But he misses. Kevin McHale gets a bucket. I don't really know what piece of that meant in that context, but I said it, and that's just how it goes sometimes. A bucket there for the Hawks makes it a 115-113 score. Dominique Wilkins against Larry Bird. He makes that bucket. Back to a tie game. Danny Ainge passing it to Larry Bird. He turns around, makes that jumper off glass. I love those shots. I wish to make one in real life one day. And there's another shot for the Hawks, tying the game back up. Parrish with that dunk. And here comes Dominique Wilkins with the dunk. Tie game. Larry Bird fires back with the basket. Next Celtics possession. 40 seconds left to go in the game. Dennis Johnson receives a screen. Makes that shot. 4-point game. And here is Blackman pulling up for the jumper. 123-121. A likely intentional foul is going to lead to Dennis Johnson attempting these free throws. He makes the first one. And if he makes this one, that could spell bad news for the Hawks. But there's still plenty of time left. Here is Mitchell receiving the pass, getting that basket. Once again, intentional foul. Danny Ainge at the free throw line, making the first one and the second one. That's going to do it. Final score. Simulate, damn it. Simulate. 128-123. Dominique with 27. Mitchell with 24. Blackman's doing okay on the Hawks. He's pretty efficient. 17 points in the game here. Mark Jackson is coming along strong. Uh, yeah, it's interesting, right? Because Doc Rivers, we didn't really see him at all out there. And Mark Jackson is posting better numbers than him at this point. Mighty interesting, don't you think? Mark Jackson, is he the future point guard for the Hawks? Is Doc Rivers maybe? I don't know. When you got a guy like Mark Jackson as your point guard, what do you do about Doc Rivers? You know, do you trade Rivers or do you trade Mark Jackson? I think you would trade the older player and keep the other guy on the rookie contract. I think that would make more sense, especially if Mark Jackson is playing well. Here's a game between the Portland Trailblazers and the Sacramento Kings. Alvin Robertson misses that shot, but then gets the rebound and makes the putback. 95-92. Kings with the lead. Clyde Drexler with the long two. It is no good. Rebound Kings. Robertson handling the ball. Passes to Arvydas Sabonis, who drives, misses, but a dunk by Otis Thorpe. It's going to make it a 5-point game. The Kings, you saw the standings. They look better than ever. Here's a shot there by Kiki, perhaps? That might have been Kiki or McCormick. I think it was Kiki. Here's Sabonis getting stripped by McCormick. Terry Porter throwing up the alley-oop to Buck Williams. 97-96. And, you know, Kings fans don't celebrate yet. Arvydas Sabonis handling the ball, though, top of the key. Interesting that his son is playing very well for the Kings in real life. He makes that basket. 99-96, McCormick fires back with a basket. 1-point game. Here's a screen set for KJ Johnson, who passes it to Sabonis, who makes that shot. Sabonis is starting to look mighty good. Sabonis gets the ball again. He's up against McCormick. Can't make that shot. Can't get that shot to fall. 101-98. 23 seconds left to go. Clyde Drexler receives a pass. He passes it to Porter. He throws it up to Buck Williams for the alley-oop, and now we have Alvin Robertson at the free throw line after an intentional foul. He makes the first free throw shot and makes the second one. 103-100. 13 seconds left and a steal! A steal by Alvin Robertson, and a dunk is going to do it. 105-100, final score. The Kings, man. I didn't see Chris Mullin out there, but he had 22 points. And the Kings, they had a really impressive win against the Blazers in Portland. You know what? You know what I'm thinking, guys? You know what I'm thinking? What's that? I think we should get a Kings thumbnail, is what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. It's funny. Here, listen. Complete disclosure. I do this. This is my lazy way of getting thumbnails on my video. I put it in the video itself so I can screenshot it after I upload it onto YouTube. So that's why I do this, and I want to give myself options. I try to make it seem like it's a recurring thing, but really, it's just me being lazy. All right, cat's out of the bag. I can't help but be honest with my listeners. That's just how it's going to be. Honesty is the best policy, is what I always say. Lakers, Bad Boys, Pistons. Pistons, Danley makes that shot. 109-105. Over a minute left to go. Magic Johnson handling the ball, top of the key. He's got Isaiah Thomas defending him. As we go on the other side of the minute mark. A steal there by Lambeer. And now the Pistons have a chance to capitalize on the turnover. And a dunk there is going to make it 111-105. And Michael Cooper is going to miss that shot. Rebound. Pistons. Intentional foul. And this game is already over. Yeah, I was disappointed this game ended so quickly. You know, it pretty much stopped being interesting as soon as I jumped in. But I wanted to show it because finals preview, maybe. In real life, those two teams met in the finals in 89 and in 88. So, I don't know. I feel like I had to show it to you even though it was a bit of a bust. Here are the standings now. I forgot to even check what day it is. Fuck. Okay, February 21st. Bullets 42-12. Knicks 38-18. Pistons are trying to get that 2 spot. And you get the Celtics, Hawks, Cavaliers 76ers. Bulls! What? What? The Bulls are 27 and 29, and the Pacers, oh my God. They have fallen hard, a 7-game losing streak, and the Bulls have won 4 in a row and have taken over the 8th spot. Wow. And in the West, ooh, Rockets and Blazers are neck and neck at the 1 spot. The Lakers are not far behind. They are 1 game back. And you got the Kings, the Mavericks, and then the Warriors, Jazz, and Clippers at the 6 to 8 spots. And the Spurs are pretty much out of it seems like. Which, hey, I mean, I think it's in the best interest of the Spurs to not make the playoffs because I think another team has their pick, but it's lottery protected. So if the Spurs miss the playoffs, it's their pick. But if they make the playoffs, then the team that they traded to gets that pick. So we got the Cavaliers at the Forum. We have definitely never seen these two teams match up before. And here is Reggie Miller dribbling, trying to drive. He pulls up for the jumper, misses the shot, and AC Green gets the rebound. 116-113 is the score with less than 2 minutes left to go. And the Lakers are trying to tie things up or at least cut the deficit. An amazing shot right there by Magic Johnson, cuts the deficit to 1, but Reggie Miller fires right back, making it 118-115. Here's another basket, but it's missed, a missed basket. Larry Nance gets the rebound. Reggie Miller trying to run down the court, gets stopped. Larry Nance passes to Mark Price, who dribbles to the top of the key. Mark Price gets it to Anthony Mason. Back to Mark Price. He gets the screen set. A pass to Larry Nance and a dunk. Makes it 120-115. Very nice ball movement by the Cavaliers. They're quite good. Magic Johnson turns around, misses that jumper. A rebound by Kevin Duckworth. And the Cavaliers can pretty much put this away. Reggie Miller makes that shot, and they do put this away. 124-120 is the final score. Magic Johnson at 39 points and 14 rebounds, 9 assists, almost a triple-double. Mark Price at 27 and 10. Very nice. He is really looking good. That's Korea's stats per 36 minutes, by the way. So there you go. There's the actual stats. Reggie Miller had 22 points and 7 assists. And yeah, interesting. Let's check out another Cavs game, shall we? Let's ditch the Lakers for now because they're kind of disappointing us. And let's check out the Cavs again, this time against the Knicks. And we are at MSG, February 28, 1989, the last day of February. Why am I talking this fast? I don't know. I lost momentum all of a sudden. Sleepy Floyd makes that basket, 88-85. Mark Price drains that shot. And now the Cavs are down by 1. Here's Bernard King. He's got the ball at the wing. He's doing his thing. Pass tipped. Oakley misses that shot. Misses another shot. And the Cavs, let's see what they do here. Mark Price with the jumper. It is good, and the Cavs have taken the lead. Sleepy Floyd drives baseline, makes that shot. Knicks regain the lead. Patrick Ewing against Tree Rollins. Misses, gets his own rebound, gets blocked, makes that shot. 92-89. Here's Al Wood. Can't get that shot to go down. Larry Nance gets the rebound. And with 41 seconds left, here's a missed shot by the Cavs. A rebound, and Patrick Ewing misses that shot off glass. 23 seconds left. The Cavaliers might want to take this final shot, but they don't. Anthony Mason makes that shot. 92-91. I guess it makes sense to do what they did. You know, intentional foul. Al Wood misses the first free throw and the second one. Good Lord. Larry Nance gets the rebound. Mark Price at the wing. Time ticking. Can he make this? Can he? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? A pass to Anthony Mason? No, that's not going to be good. Why would you pass it to rookie Anthony Mason? Why wouldn't you pass it to Reggie Miller? The guy who is a machine from beyond the arc. Or why don't you just take the shot yourself? You're also a good three-point shooter. I don't get it. But you know what? Knicks win this game, 92-91. Final score, Bernard King at 29, Reggie Miller had 20. And yeah, so we are now at March 1st. Not much has changed thus far in the standings. The Cavaliers 35 and 26 thus far. The 76ers are 32 and 26. The Bulls 28 and 30 at the bottom of the East. Every aspect of this playoff picture is interesting. The Bulls having the 1 seed, the Knicks at the 2 spot, the Pistons at the 3 spot, and in the West, same thing. Like now the Kings are in the 3 spot all of a sudden. That's interesting. So a lot of movement within the playoff race. Of course, the teams that are on the outside looking in are pretty much on the outside. The Pacers look like they're fading post All-Star break, and the Bulls have risen. And let's move on to Kings, Rockets. We're in Houston. McRae dunks it, and we are not seeing Ralph Sampson once again. Sabonis makes that shot. Tie game at 99. Olajuwon misses. A bonus rebound. 1:40 left to go in the game. KJ Johnson handling the ball at the top of the key. And a Sabonis receives the pass, misses the shot, misses another shot. Yikes. Come on, man. Come on. What are you doing? And here's Lewis Lloyd driving. Makes that shot. 101.99 is the score. Let's check out a replay of Lewis Lloyd receiving the pass, penetrating, and making the shot off glass. Very nice. Sabonis, can you make up for what you did last time? Yes, he can. He ties the game at 101. 1 minute left to go. And we are seeing Gus Williams handling the ball. Now we're jumping to, I don't know what just happened. Gus Williams sees the ball back. And dribbling between his legs. It's going to... what the fuck was what the hell? Throws it up there. Sabonis blocks it. Mullen can't make a shot. This is getting kind of ugly. What's going on here, guys? Gus Williams has the ball. He passes it to Olajuwon. With Sabonis on him, let's see what Olajuwon could do here. Awkward shot, but he gets the rebound, and he gets the putback. 103-101. The Kings have a chance, though, to win this game or at least tie it. KJ Johnson. Let's see if he could do better than Mark Price at the end of the game. He passes it up. Here's Chris Mullin. Oh, that was the right choice. That was the right pass. He was open. He was the right man for that particular moment, but he couldn't get the shot to fall. The Rockets win in Houston. Here's a shot of Sabonis. You want to know why my videos are long? You want to know why I spend a lot of time, checking out the seasons month to month? Because at the beginning of the series, I wasn't doing that. I was kind of speeding through things. But I like seeing Sabonis gradually get better. I like seeing the Kings gradually get better. The Cavaliers, we watched them a little bit last season, right, with Reggie Miller and Mark Price, and now they're a playoff team. We got to see that in its infancy, and now they're really starting to blossom. That's what I like to see, and that's why I like to dive deep into these seasons, these teams, because then once all of a sudden they start getting good, you can see the progression. It's really cool. Larry Bird makes that shot. We are in Cleveland. Celtics versus the Cavaliers. Larry Bird receives the pass at the wing. Less than 4 minutes left to go. And the Chief is going to miss that shot, but Tarpley gets the dunk. 97-93. We are seeing a lot of Tarpley this season, which is interesting. And here's a shot for the Cavs. 97-95 is the score. Boston with the lead. And here's a basket by Danny Ainge, a 4-point lead now for the Celtics. Mark Price nearly loses the ball, and I don't show you the jump ball, which is unfortunate. But Larry Bird is now at the free throw line. He makes the first one and makes the second one. Yeah. I mean, it's Bird, so it'd be a surprise if he didn't. Albert King driving, missing that shot, getting his own rebound. He gets the basket to fall finally. And here's Tarpley dribbling, passing it to Dennis Johnson. 101-97 is the score. The shot clock is about to expire, and Johnson misses. But Tarpley gets the rebound and dunk. So Tarpley is really starting to show some stuff here. Danny Ainge makes that shot, and it's looking like this game is fading for the Cavaliers. Albert King makes that shot. 105-99. Dennis Johnson, though, he's going to pass it to Danny Ainge. He can't quite penetrate. Johnson receives the ball back. Passes it to Ainge. Back to Bird. He's going to dribble. He's going to penetrate. And that was a pretty bad miss, Mr. Bird. That was pretty bad. What the hell? Mark Price passing it to Reggie Miller. Come on, Reggie. You got to shoot it. Someone shoot. Someone shoot. Good Lord. Oh, God, you're wasting too much time. Mark Price makes the basket. Okay, 105-101. But Dennis Johnson, everyone on the Celtics, aside from maybe the Chief, maybe Tarpley, these guys are all good free throw shooters. So you don't really want to get in this situation. 107-101 is the score as I try and get in a comfortable position. And that's going to pretty much do it. 107-101. That's it. Larry Bird with 27 points. And yeah, the Cavaliers, I mean, it just felt like they were taking forever to make a shot at the end there when they were down by, 6? Right? So just bad decision making. Bad decision making there by the Cavs. And they lost the game. So maybe we could check out on the Lakers game. Maybe the Lakers can not be disappointing. Actually, I don't know if we do. See, this is what always happens. It looks promising, and in this case, Lakers pull away, and it's a win, and not really worth jumping into. That's pretty much why we almost never see Lakers games in the regular season, because they're usually blowing teams out. Their games are usually not that close. So it sucks, but I don't want to watch the Lakers blow a team out, and I'm sure you don't either. But this game looks interesting. Pistons, Bullets, we're at the Palace. Adrian Daly makes that shot. 109-106 is the score. The Pistons and Bullets are at the top of the East, so this is a very interesting matchup. John Stockton passing it to Cliff Robinson, who makes that basket. 109-108 is the score. Here's a missed shot by Danley, but he gets his own rebound and makes that bucket. 3-point lead now, and a steal by Stockton. And he's dribbling across the court, passing it to Cliff Robinson. And Cliff Robinson is going to make that shot. 111-110. 113 left to go. Adrian Dantley with Robinson all over him. He still makes the shot. 3-point game. Here's a turnaround jumper, which is good for Robinson. 113-112. Bullets get the ball back, and Jeff Malone is going to make that shot. Now the Bullets take the lead. How can the Pistons respond? It's 33 seconds left. Adrian Dantley nearly loses the ball, but he makes that bucket. 115-114. John Stockton passing it to Robinson, I believe. Yes, it is. And here he is with the jumper. It's good. It's golden. Robinson really coming along strong this season. He's been really, really impressive. Not an all-star, but they're giving him the ball a lot, and he's making the most of it. Pistons have a chance here. Final shot of the game is a miss by Adrian Dantley, and the Washington Bullets will go on to win this game 116-115. High fives all around. Pistons fans are stunned as the Bullets will go to the locker room very happy because they won this game. 116-115. Adrian Dantley with 32 points. Jeff Malone with 24. And was that Stockton with 18 and 18? I think it was. 18 assists. Pretty crazy. Chicago versus Boston. We almost never get to see these two teams really go at it. It's usually Boston crushing the Bulls. 102-98 with a minute left to go. Michael Jordan passes it to John Paxson. Craig Hodges gets the ball. Scottie Pippen receives the pass. Lots of ball movement. Michael Jordan is going to miss that shot. Get his rebound. Draw the foul for the and one opportunity. With 47 seconds left to go. Jordan will miss that free throw. Come on, MJ. 44 seconds left to go. And Danny Ainge is dribbling the ball. Passes it to Robert Parrish. Some hot potato action going on here. Larry Bird passing it to Tarpley. To Parrish. And that's a missed shot. And the Bulls now have a chance to tie it. Let's see what they decide to do here. As Darrell Walker handles the ball at the top of the key, he passes it to Eddie Johnson, who... Come on, guys. Darrell Walker misses. This is some bullshit. Chicago bullshit. It's the end of the game. Pass it to Michael Jordan. What do I have to do? Like, what setting do I have to make it so that they definitely pass it to Jordan in that situation? You know? Really, really dumb end of the game situation. That sucks. We're in March, though. And middle of March, Ides of March. And we got possibly another good matchup here. Bullets and Cavs in Cleveland. So let's check this out. 104-103. 90 seconds left to go in the game. And the Cavaliers, Kevin Duckworth dunks the ball, and the Cavaliers take the lead. Here's Thompson, David Thompson, with that bucket. 107-104. Jeff Malone to Xavier McDaniel, who gets the screen set for him. He passes it to Cliff Robinson, who makes the basket. 107-106. David Thompson misses. Xavier McDaniel gets the rebound, and the Bullets have a chance to take the lead. John Stockton, wow, passes it out. Maybe had an opportunity to get a layup, but decides not to do that. And John Stockton now is penetrating, passes it to Cliff Robinson, who gets a dunk. So that ended up being a good decision. 20 seconds left. The Cavaliers, Mark Price versus John Stockton. Price passes it to Anthony Mason, then receives the ball. Price does. And he's going to miss that jumper. Intentional foul. Cliff Robinson made the first free throw. Misses the second one. And this is what happens when you run out of timeouts. Time management. 109-107 is the final score. And here's a nice close-up of Cliff Robinson dunking the ball. That's a kind of a fun... I like the 80s style uniforms. Maybe that's a fun thumbnail possibility. I don't know. But we are in mid-March. The Bullets and the Knicks have clinched playoff spots. The Pistons have 43 wins, 21 losses. The Celtics, 41-26. And in the West, you have the Trailblazers and the Rockets. The Trailblazers have now taken over the one spot. But it really is neck and neck. And the Kings are still in the 3 seed area. Lakers are tied with them, though. So there's a lot of unresolved stuff going on. The Warriors are starting to fade. Very interesting. Let's go to the West. Maybe this game could be jump-worthy. We've been watching a lot of East games and not much West games because here it looks like this game might be jump-worthy, but too often a lot of Western Conference matchups end up being blowouts or just not close enough to be worthy of a jump. But this game is. So let's check out the Sacramento Kings versus the Dallas Mavericks. And Mark Aguirre is going to make both his free throws here. 108-106. 3 minutes left to go. Arvydas Sabonis passing it to Thorpe, who gets the dunk there, tying the game up. You got Brad Davis out there. Mark Aguirre receives the pass. Passes to Joe Barry Carroll, who makes that shot. And here's KJ Johnson with the miss. Joe Dumars with the rebound. Mavericks. Brad Davis makes that shot in transition. 4-point game. Arvydas Sabonis trying to penetrate. Does so successfully. Draws the foul. Sabonis at the free throw line, at the charity stripe, makes the first free throw. And let's see if he can get this next one to fall. He misses it. Rebound, nobody. But the Kings get the ball back. Sabonis receives the pass. Can he make up for his missed free throw here? He does. Makes that basket. 112-111. Brad Davis to Aguirre. The dunk is good. 114-111. Sabonis driving. Steps back. Misses. Otis Thorpe makes the bucket. Back to a 1-point game. Brad Davis is out there instead of Derek Harper. Very interesting. I don't know if I like that. Brad Davis passes it to Joe Dumars. And Joe Dumars is going to draw the foul. It's a very modern foul that was just drawn, by the way. Very 2021, 2022 foul. He misses the first free throw, but makes the second one. 115, 113. Arvydas Sabonis with Joe Barry Carroll defending him. Once again, trying to penetrate. I love the fact that he plays like a guard. It's so interesting. And he makes that shot. If he's making those shots, good Lord. Now here's Brad Davis passing it to Mark Aguirre. Makes that basket. 117, 115. The Kings could opt to make this the final shot of the game. Of regulation, I should say. Sabonis penetrating. Misses! Joe Barry Carroll with the rebound. Sabonis. He's getting better. There's still work to be done when it comes to crunch time. He still needs to polish his clutch gene. You know what I mean? So, but hey, wait a minute. Derek Harper, 1 of 2. So this game is not over. The Kings don't have a timeout. Of course they don't. Kevin Johnson passing it to Reggie Williams, who misses the 3. Final score 118-115. The Dallas Mavericks would go on to win this game. Close game. I'm sure there are shots there that the Kings wish they could retake, but it's all right. They look like they're one of the big boys, though, don't they? They don't look like they're outmatched. It looks like they're hanging in there with the top of the West, and that's fun to see. So I'm happy to see that. Mullen had 21, Reggie Williams at 24, Mark Aguirre at 26, Charles Barkley at 60 at 13. I feel like Barkley was quiet. Was he even out there when we jumped in? I don't know. I mean, he's still playing very well, generally speaking, but it just feels like we didn't really see him. So that's a nice shot of Sabonis making a jump shot. That's another nice shot. That might be the keeper. That might be the one that I should use. Yeah, very nice. But yeah, I like Sabonis. What can I say? And you know what? I like him so much. Let's jump into the Kings game. This time against the 76ers at the Spectrum. Reggie Williams passing it. Kings in general passing it around, but the ball ends up in Sabonis' hands. Pass back to Sabonis is going to lead to a layup there. 103-100, Kings with a 3-point lead. Roy Hinson passes it to Tony. Misses that shot. Jamal Wilkes gets the rebound. And the Kings, let's see what they can do here. And we got, Sundvold. That's who that is. Sundvold passing it to Jamal Wilkes. We got the second unit out there for some reason. Mostly, anyway. But here's a shot by Chris Mullen who misses. And the Sixers have a chance. They have a chance to cut the deficit. Andrew Toney does just that. 1-point game now. 103, 102. 2 minutes left to go in the game. And we got a wild shot. A miss. Sam Bowie with the rebound. And here come the Sixers. Can they get a quick basket? Pass to Roy Hinson. Leads to a dunk. And the Sixers take the lead. But whoa! Sabonis is going hard down the lane. But Bowie gets the block. What a play by Sam Bowie. But the Kings get the ball back. It's a bonus. He misses. And so here come the Sixers. Andrew Toney passing it to John Drew. We got Cheeks out there. We got Bowie out there. John Drew misses that shot, and the Kings aren't dead yet. Long live the Kings. Here they come. Thorpe makes that shot. 105-104. 25 seconds left to go. Andrew Toney misses a bonus with the rebound and an intentional foul. The Kings might be able to get this one, to get this win at the Spectrum. That'd be a very impressive win on the road. Alvin Robertson, I should say, misses the first free throw. And the second. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. John Drew receives the inbounds pass. 16 seconds left to go. Please don't tell me he takes the last shot. That would be... Why him? Why? Okay, here we go. Make a play. Make a play. Make a pass. Pass it. Pass it. Pass it, you son of a bitch. You motherfucker, you. If it's this late in the video, I could curse, right? I don't want to curse too early in the video, scare away the kids, but what is going on with these ends of games and these teams? Just, it's like the CPU just doesn't know what to do. Standings now, we're late in March. We got the Pistons now in the 2 spot, and they've clinched the playoff spot. Celtics have as well. The Hawks are 42-29. The Sixers are 39-31. The Cavaliers are 39-33. Bulls are 4 games above 500. The Pacers, wow, they just fell hard, dudes. The Bucks, the Nets, the Hornets are at the bottom there of the East. The Bucks are also, it's really surprising to see them be so bad. Really, I mean, they have Moncrief, Terry Cummings, and Jack Sikba. And at this point, they're just not worth watching because they're nowhere near good. Trailblazers have the 1 spot right now. Rockets, Kings, Lakers, still very neck and neck. The Mavericks have the 5 seed right now. The Jazz have the 6 seed right now. The Warriors are slipping. They're now 4 games below 500. The Clippers are 6 games below. And the Spurs are actually kind of not out of it yet, which is very interesting. Very interesting to see the Spurs kind of in it a little bit. The Sonics are out. The Nuggets, forget about it. And the Suns and the Heat are terrible. So that is, well, yeah. You know, at this point in the season, I just want to get to the end, don't you? Let's just get to the end of the season. Right? Let's just skip through all this and get to the playoffs. Let's see who won all the awards. Let's see how the standings end up playing out. So we're going to fast forward through all this stuff. And then we're going to check out the standings and the awards, etc. And the playoff bracket. So let's check this out. Starting now. Boom. No. Wait. What do I do? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Magic Johnson is a 1989 NBA's most valuable player. You look at his stats, it's easy to see why that is. He is a hell of a scorer, rebounder, passer, efficient, and he's even shooting pretty well from the three-point land. So that is not a surprise. Danny Manning is Rookie of the Year, so the Suns haven't been that great all season, but Danny Manning still shone. So that's cool. Benoit Benjamin, 6th Man of the Year. Akeem Olajuwon, Defensive Player of the Year. Lorenzo Charles, Most Improved Player. The Bullets coach and executive both win the top awards for their respective categories. Magic Johnson, MJ, Larry Bird, Jace Worthy, David Robinson, All-NBA First Team, Isaiah Thomas, Clyde Drexler, Charles Barkley, Alice English, Akeem Olajuwon, the second team, Michael Adams, John Stockton, Aguirre, Karl Malone, Patrick Ewing are in the third team. Interesting. All defensive team, MJ, Drexler, Hinson, Danny Manning, Akeem Olajuwon, Moncrief, Lever, McHale, Barkley, and David Robinson are the all defensive second team. Rookies: Danny Manning, John Starks, Chris Morris, Ronnie Cycli, Mitch Richmond on the first team, Rod Strickland, Tito Horford, Anthony Mason, Norwood Barber, and Rick Smits are on the all-rookie second team. Rod Strickland had a nice season for the Hornets. Tito Horford as well. Rick Smits very inefficient from the field, but I guess they ran out of players to put on the all-rookie team, so it is what it is. Let's not check out the bracket yet. Let's check out the NBA standings. The Blazers end up the 1 seed. 57-25. The Kings end up the 2 seed. The Lakers the 3 seed. The Rockets the 4 seed. They dropped all the way down to the 4 seed. Mavericks the 5 seed. Utah Jazz 41-41. They're the 6 seed. Warriors and Clippers round out the top 8. 40 wins for the Warriors, which is a hell of a season for them. They were bad for quite a few seasons, and they bounced back. The Clippers are really starting to fade, and you wonder what their future looks like there. But the top 5 looks good. All those teams could make a run, and then it's fun to see the Jazz back in the playoffs as well. So a very interesting group of teams in the West. The Blazers at the 1 spot. Can they make a run? What is that going to be? How's that going to look for them? They play the Clippers in the first round. That should be an easy matchup. But then you got the Rockets or the Mavericks. That's not going to be easy. Not going to be as easy anyway. You got the Spurs. They missed the playoffs. The Sonics, the Nuggets, the Suns, and then you have the Heat. Oof. 11 wins, 71 losses. One of the worst records in history. Not the worst. That'd be the 76ers back in the 70s. But, yeah. Interesting playoff bracket in the West. Playoff standings. Whatever. East, you got the Bulls, won 61 games. Pistons with the 2 seed. Knicks with 54 wins. Celtics with 52. Hawks, Sixers. Bulls made it to the 7th seed. And the Cavs fell to the 8th seed. Wow. This is a lot of surprises in this season. A lot of surprises. It's still cool that the Cavaliers made it, and we're a positive team. They went 4 games over 500 to end the season. The Pacers, man, they really slipped. Like seeing the Hawks with 48 wins. So, trading for Rolando Blackman seems to have really improved that team. Nice to see. And the Bulls, yeah, I don't know. They got the Pistons in round 1. That's going to be really fun. Rivalry should heat up, hopefully. It's a good matchup. But we'll talk about the bracket in a minute. Got the Pacers down there. Man, they started out so strong, but they really faded from view. The Bucks, it's feeling like it's the end of the road for that particular squad. Might be a real... Look, they were 41-41 last season, and they had quite a team. I mentioned it before, but how? How does this team end up so bad? 29 wins. How did the Pacers, Jim Paxson, Rich Richmond, Petrovic, Malone, LaSalle Thompson. The East has a lot of good teams. So, it is what it is, but it's just surprising that this up-and-coming Cavs team ended up being much better than the Bucks and the Pacers. You just never know. You never know what 2K, what the algorithm likes, I guess. The Nets had 25 wins. Much better than I expected. I thought they'd be as bad as the Heat. And the Hornets are at the bottom there. Michael Jordan gets the scoring title yet again. I wish there was an easy way to keep track of that. I guess I could check the ends of all my videos to tell you who got the scoring title for each season. Magic Johnson, Alex English, Mark Aguirre, David Robinson are the top 5 scoring leaders. You got Isaiah Thomas, Patrick Ewing, Dominique Wilkins, James Worthy, and Adrian Dantley. Rounding out the top 10, Michael Adams is just below them. Akeem Olajuwon, Darryl Griffith, Charles Barkley, Andrew Toney. That's your top 15. Sabonis gets the rebounding title, which is fun. David Robinson, Olajuwon, Doherty, Roy Hinson, top 5. John Stockton, 11 assists per game. Terry Porter and Isaiah Thomas at over 10. Averaging over 10. Michael Jordan had the most steals per game. David Robinson had the most blocks, but Roy Hinton is up there. Isaiah Thomas had the most turnovers per game. Lorenzo Charles had the most fouls per game. Lewis Lloyd was efficient as hell, apparently. Here are your brackets, or the bracket. Blazers versus Clippers. Rockets versus Mavericks. Lakers versus Jazz. Kings versus Warriors. Then on the east side, we got the Bullets versus the Cavs. The Celtics versus the Hawks. Knicks versus the Sixers. Pistons versus the Bulls. The Knicks-Sixers, that was the second round matchup last year, so that's a fun rematch. I think even the Celtics and the Bulls, and no. I was thinking that the Celtics and the Hawks matched up last year, but that's not true. But I'm really looking forward to Pistons Bulls, Knicks Sixers in the first round. Even Hawks Celtics. Hawks Celtics could be really interesting. I wonder if the Celtics could get it together and be as good as they were last season when they won the championship. Or is this the last? I don't know. I don't know what the Celtics could do. I don't know how things are going to go down in round one of the playoffs, but I look forward to showing that to you really soon, in a matter of days. Hope you check that out. Subscribe to my channel. Like my video. Goodbye.